Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're jumping straight into something absolutely crucial for anyone scaling a company. We're summarizing a foundational series that totally redefines how growing businesses look at their daily operations and honestly their entire future with technology. It's called Pillar 1, You Cannot Automate Chaos. Now, all of this is grounded in the philosophy of Chakra AI Solutions. What we're doing here is distilling the absolute core insights from their massive 13-part blog series. We've taken all that rich, strategic source material and compressed it down to give you the exact blueprint for operational maturity. Okay, let's dive into this. Why does your growing business suddenly feel so much harder to run? It's a frustration so many leaders face, but rarely talk about. Think about it. You've got higher revenue, a bigger team, a stronger client list. By all objective measures, you are killing it. Yet, despite all that success, managing the company just feels heavy. Questions take way longer to answer, decisions need endless coordination, and every single step forward feels like this massive lift. To figure out exactly why this happens, here's our roadmap. We're going to cover the growing business paradox, recognizing hidden operational chaos, defining true operational clarity, why AI pilots fail, and finally, assessing your AI readiness.
Section 1, the growing business paradox, or why success brings complexity.
See, the core problem isn't the growth itself. Growth is great. The real friction comes from the unmanaged complexity that just naturally tags along with it. Think about how this timeline plays out for almost every successful business out there. In year 1, you've got a small team, and visibility comes completely naturally. The owner sees literally everything, and knowledge just flows through quick chats across desks. But by year 3, as the staff grows, those informal systems, the casual check-ins, the shared memory, they start to strain. Then, boom, we hit year 5. Suddenly, complexity completely outpaces visibility. An invoice that used to take 5 minutes to approve, now it takes 3 days and 4 different emails. Information gets totally disconnected from action, causing this massive operational drag.
Section 2, recognizing hidden operational chaos. It looks like a busy team working hard.
And this brilliantly illustrates a common trap. We constantly confuse activity with actual productivity. Activity is just effort. It's constant coordination, endless follow-ups, and teams running around like crazy just trying to keep the lights on. True productivity, on the other hand, is frictionless. It means clear ownership, instantly accessible information, and highly efficient outcomes. If your team is totally exhausted, well, they might just be burning energy trying to overcome bad systems rather than actually making meaningful progress.
So how do you diagnose this in your own company? Mentally check your business against these 5 warning signs. Are your people repeating the exact same questions over and over? Do 2 employees perform the same task completely differently? Are you solving the same problem this month that you swore you fixed last month? Does every new hire bring a wave of confusion? And number 5, this is the biggest organizational risk of all, a hero culture. That's where your best employees basically become your unofficial operating system. They're carrying the entire business on their backs because the actual systems are totally broken. Let's look at onboarding for a second. When your onboarding strategy is literally just, hey, follow that guy around for a day or 2, your institutional knowledge is completely trapped. You aren't relying on accessible systems at all. You're betting everything on individual memory. And what happens when that guy has a bad week or, decides to take a 2-week vacation to Hawaii? Your operational capability just walks right out the door with him.
Section 3, defining true operational clarity, building shared understanding.
Here's the definition you absolutely need to remember. Operational clarity isn't just going out and buying some fancy new software dashboard. It's a condition. It exists when a business can see itself clearly enough to improve intentionally. It means you've successfully transformed individual expertise into a transferable organizational capability. Everyone actually shares an understanding of processes, context, and ownership. But remember this vital point. Clarity is an ongoing operating discipline. Honestly, a lot of leaders treat organizing their business like some frantic one-time weekend garage cleanup. They shove all their processes into a binder, stick it on a shelf, and literally never look at it again. But your business is a living, evolving system. Clarity requires continuous maintenance. It's not a project. It's simply how you operate every single day. So the crucial point is this absolute rule. You cannot automate chaos. Technology doesn't just magically create operational clarity out of thin air. No way. It simply amplifies whatever operational reality already exists inside your company. Section 4, Why AI Pilots Fail. The AI illusion. Listen to this insight. AI doesn't fix broken processes. It runs them faster. If you point an artificial intelligence tool at an undocumented, messy, highly variable process, the tech doesn't just magically fix the ambiguity. It simply reflects and accelerates that exact same confusion. If you automate a terrible invoicing process, you don't get clarity, you just generate flawed invoices at the speed of light. And this leads right into the tragic, highly predictable life cycle of most AI initiatives, the quiet death of the AI pilot. Step 1, a business starts with the technology first. They ask, wow, what can this cool tool do? Instead of asking, what specific problem are we trying to solve? Step 2, they apply it without any real operational context. Step 3, because there's no context, the AI's outputs require constant, frustrating human correction. And finally, step 4, the whole initiative just quietly fades away. It didn't fail because the tool was bad. It failed because it completely lacked a clear operational objective.
Now, what's really interesting about this concept is that bad AI outputs are actually a brilliant diagnostic tool. When AI gives you a vague or incorrect result, it's acting as a mirror. It reveals that your human team has likely been silently compensating for bad, unclear processes for years, just using their own gut judgment. AI can't do that. It exposes exactly where your organizational context is missing.
Section 5. Assess your AI readiness. Diagnosis before treatment. Challenge yourself with this ultimate question. Is your business actually prepared to support AI successfully? We really need to shift your mindset completely away from which software platform should I buy, over to is my business operationally mature enough to give AI the context it needs to actually work? To get there, here is your blueprint for true AI readiness. Before you even think about automating, you must do 4 things. First, map how work actually flows through your company. Second, identify exactly where institutional knowledge lives and extract it from people's heads. Third, establish clear accountability so everyone knows exactly who owns what. And fourth, create visibility into the outcomes that actually matter. Historically, sure, these disciplines were reserved for massive enterprise corporations, but today, they are completely accessible and absolutely essential for small and mid-sized businesses. Let's see how this builds to our next step, because knowledge is only powerful if you actually take action. The most immediate, practical thing you can do right now is diagnose your own business by taking the Operational Clarity and AI Readiness Assessment provided by Chakra AI Solutions. It is the absolute essential first step to treating the chaos.
I want to leave you with this final, provocative thought to really reflect on. The question is not whether your business will use AI. The question is whether your business is building the capability required to use it effectively. So start building that capability today, map those workflows, and build that clarity. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I will catch you next time.